I can assure you that despite the calm demeanor of this video, I am honestly pretty fucking furious. Behavior, let's have a chat. So, the KillSwitch feature is a feature that developers have, and it's a very powerful tool, and its entire purpose as a tool is to take problematic things out of the game on the server side that don't require patches or updates and things like that, so that developers can basically, from the server backend, handle problems that they need to handle. And Behavior's KillSwitch has been in the game for longer than I've been playing, and what kind of pisses me off is that they seem incredibly stingy with it. So recently, there has been a Trickster Bug, and it's been in the game for a long time. People think it's only been in the game for a few days, but it's actually been in the game for probably about 2 or 3 weeks as of recording this video. And it took Behavior almost 2 or 3 weeks to even acknowledge that the bug was there. And they have since acknowledged that the bug was there, but Trickster's still in the fucking game. Yeah, he's still in there. He's still there. So what is the Trickster Bug? Well, it's not a big deal. It's only fucking seizure-inducing. Basically, if you're using Trickster and you start hitting survivors with your knives, there is a very high chance that their screen will start to flash blue and pink. It seems to be a bug with the laceration meter visual, where instead of being a little line on the screen, it's instead being pulled up and stretched and high-resed across the entire screen. So this basically means if you're getting hit with multiple knives back to back, it can cause flashing, which, if you're not aware, can trigger epilepsy, which is something called seizures. Now, this irritates and pisses me off for a lot of reasons. For one thing, I stood by Behavior when they had the white flashing going on, because I don't believe people when they say that the white flashing was known about before live release, because I saw literally nothing about it on the forums, on the Reddit, on Twitter, nothing. Nothing was said about the white flashing on the PTB that I ever saw. And then all of a sudden, when the live release happened and the white flashing started happening, then all of a sudden everybody was like, oh, well, actually, we pointed it out in the PTB. I didn't see any of you fuckers do it. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but I didn't see you. But also, like, what is Behavior going to do? Kill switch the entire game? I know that was a joke during the Twins rework patch, because, like, the game was in such a busted up state, and we'll cover that in just a moment. But, they can't kill switch the entire game. So even though I was incredibly disappointed, they did work diligently around the clock and very fast to fix that white flashing as fast as they possibly can. But this is not the same situation. You have one singular cause of the flashing that you can take out of the game right now with, I assume, the push of a button. I don't really know how kill switching works. I don't know if it's like a little, list with a bunch of tick boxes and you just tick a box and it takes it off the server. I don't really know how that works. But what I do know is that the kill switch is there for you to utilize when these kinds of things happen. But this is not the first time Behavior has had the kill switch option and then refused to use it. During the Twins rework, like I just stated, half the maps in the game were fucking broken. There were so many maps where killers could get trapped inside of rooms and killers could not walk through plain open air while survivors couldn't. And Behavior just refused to kill switch any of them. They kill switched one half of the map, which was RPD West, I think. It was either East or West. I don't really care. All RPDs suck. But they kill switched one of the RPDs, and that was it. And that, like, there was still like a lot of bug stuff that they weren't kill switching. And then there was a lot of bugs with a lot of game breaking bugs with some of the killers that they just wouldn't kill switch. Like 3 or 4 different killers needed to be kill switched at the same time because there was just game breaking bugs surrounding them, and they just refused to do it. And again, if you keep going further back, there was stuff like the potential energy bug, where survivors could use potential energy and a toolbox and just fucking go around repairing gens at toolbox speed without sacrificing toolbox charges. And on top of that, at the exact same time, was the endurance bug, where survivors could use the endurance feature, mend during the timer, and as long as they didn't do a conspicuous action, they would get endurance for the rest of the timer. So a perk like Off the Record was a gigantic problem There was the Merciless Storm bug, where survivors hitting the Merciless Storm skill checks would revert the gen all the way to 0, which was absolutely ridiculous, and they didn't kill switch that either. There was the Flashlight Invulnerability bug, where people could use flashlights to get into lockers and become invulnerable. Now, they did eventually kill switch that one, but only like 2 weeks after it had been in the game. So there's this really gigantic issue with behavior having this tool at their disposal and just straight up not using it 99% of the time. And I don't really understand why, especially in cases like this where it is a life-saving issue. But speaking of bugs, another thing I want to ask behavior, besides what is the point of a kill switch if you're not going to use it, is what is the point of the report function? These two things go hand in hand. These are my biggest disappointments with you at the moment, behavior. I'm disappointed in some things, right? But there are things that I can just completely and utterly deal with. There is some perk reverts, there are some perk nerfs I'm not entirely happy with, but you know what? Overall, I don't really care that much about balance so much as I care about features that seem absolutely useless. So if you're not aware about how the report function works and how you can actually get a report to be seen by behavior, not only do you have to do an in-game report so that there's some sort of time code that they can look for, but you also have to, it's not much, but go to their fucking website with pictures or clips and then submit a whole ass support ticket in order for them to look at the report. Please, for the love of God, explain to me for even a fraction of a moment why the fuck you have a support system inside of your game where players can click it and then report somebody and then it just nothing happens. During the potential energy bug crisis, I'll label it for comedic effect. I reported multiple people, like 20 or 30 people for abusing that bug and never got a single fucking thing back. Never one time did I get one singular report back that any of those people have been taken care of. I reported multiple people for abusing the off the record bug. None of those people got taken care of. And throughout my time in this game, I've reported multiple people for hurling slurs in the in-game chat, telling me to off myself and various other things. And none of those ever got followed up on. But you know when stuff started getting followed up on? When I started submitting clips and pictures to your support ticket online. And I'm glad that once we do that, you follow up on it. But here's the problem. We shouldn't have to do that. So you have a kill switch system that you're refusing to use it for the safety of your players, and you have a report system that goes largely ignored unless the players take an extra step that they just simply shouldn't have to do. I am incredibly disappointed behavior, and people who know me know that I am not part of the behavior hate train. I'm very anti-behavior hate, actually. I believe fully in criticizing behavior when they do bad and fully praising behavior when they do good. One thing that I can't fucking stand about this community is their hate boner for the developers. This community will stick their head in the sand or up their own asses and start trying to ignore facts in order to try to jump on some sort of gigantic hate train, and it really is just fucking frustrating to deal with. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it, and I don't tolerate it within my own community. If you're just going to say things that are factually incorrect or simply illogical as an excuse to hate on behavior, then I don't like you. But this is not one of those times. This is not one of those times where anybody is being illogical. You have systems in place that you simply don't use. They feel like security theater. If you don't know what that is, security theater is basically what the TSA is if you're in America. The TSA does not prevent hijackings, plane hijackings and stuff. They've actually been proven to be completely and utterly ineffective at preventing terrorist attacks. They're only there for the illusion that somebody somewhere is doing something to help us. And right now, that's what both the report system and the kill switch function feel like. They feel like security theater. You are the TSA behavior. Don't be the TSA. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members who have helped support me through quite a bit, actually. They are part of the reason that I'm able to do this as a job, and I highly appreciate that. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Need more Kaiser in your life? Well, I've got you covered. Check out my second channel, The Kaiser Extras, where I upload full gameplays, stream compilations, me reacting to your Dead by Daylight clips, and more. We also upload a daily short with all the greatest clips from stream. We'll see you over there. Link is in the description.